with a winter storm warning in effect for that area until noon. National Weather Service predicted 6 to 8 inches of snow, but forecasters say most of that snow could fall overnight, but more falling from 7 to 11 a.m. Federal government's closure, the first of this winter, will keep thousands of people at home and off the roads. Well, there's going to be a black supermoon. Yeah, tonight, February 18th. This moon will be closer to the Earth than any other time during its orbit around the planet. And when this happens, astronomers are calling this the perigee, or although perigee takes place every month, it only sometimes coincides with a full moon. And when it does, this gives a rise to the supermoon. And like one will be in the night sky tonight, because the moon is so close, 13,000 miles closer than average. Supermoons can be a very spectacular sight, shining 30% brighter and appearing 14% larger. And that's because Wednesday will be a new moon. And this moon will be between the Earth and the Sun, shown in the diagram. There's a diagram here showing that. In the location of space. Now this is the setup for the next tetrad, because we're supposed to have a blood moon coming up. The black moon follows the same rules as the blue, except instead of being full, the moon is in its first phase, called new or the black moon. This black moon happens Wednesday and is the third moon during the winter season, and is taking place in the same day that the moon is closest to the Earth. Hence the term black supermoon. And according to this story, if you're hoping for a supermoon like the one on June 2013, with the image below in the picture, you are out of luck. You don't have a long to wait for the next full supermoon to take place. There will be 6 supermoons happening this year. The next one taking place March 20th, and will again coincide with the new moon and the solar eclipse. And again, like I said before, this sets up for that blood red moon again. There'll be other ones, and they will happen, and that'll be the full moon that will take place in August, September, and October. News you need to know, and news that's the truth. This is GJRB, True News on the Hour. The mainstream media is not telling you the truth. They have their own agenda. At GJRB, I have mine, telling you what's really going on with sources like End Time Headlines, InfoWars, Coast to Coast AM, and most importantly, CBN News, keeping you on top of what's happening at the top and bottom of each hour during the Gary Russin program. I'll give you the news and analysis of what I think with Gary J's News and Comment. Get the real news, true news, news that's not in the mainstream on GJRB. This spring, new episodes of your favorite programs, extended non-stop broadcast, and more new additions. GJRB warming up this spring with more programming. Spring Spectacular, starting March 2nd on GJRB. And another big story happened from my home state. And from my home, actually. From my home area, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. A 500-pound space rock, about 2 feet in diameter, entered the Earth's atmosphere outside of Pittsburgh last night, according to NASA. The object detected to have 3 NASA Meteor cameras, and they were moving at a speed of 45,000 miles per hour. Visibly, that was lost at an altitude of 13 miles. But the space agency speculates that fragments or meteorites might be found on the ground east of Katanning. I've heard of that town, Katanning, PA, just outside Pittsburgh. NASA posted this animation about that on a website. You can see it at www.endtimeheadlines.com. 2015 O2 giant fireball illuminates sky in Pittsburgh. So just look that up on your Google, you'll see it. The growing network of cameras was set up by NASA meteorologist or Meteoroid Environment Office and aimed of observing fireballs or meteors brighter than the planet Venus. 50 cameras were currently spread across the U.S., offering overlapping views, and each located at schools, observatories, and other public spaces designed for the worship of science. Now, I don't worship science, but I do find this fascinating. And contacted my sister back in Pittsburgh. In fact, I talked to my sister Darcy online, and she was sleeping, so missed all that good action. Comet, or it was a meteorite, actually. So that's how that goes. That's a look at the brief news. Gary J. Russin, GJRB, online news on the hour. GJRB online.
I've been drifting and lost for so long. I've wasted your favors and done so much wrong. But I'm down to my last prayer, and I'm begging you please, is there room at the river for someone like me? Is there room at the river for someone like me? Will I find you waiting to wash my life clean? Lord, I know I can't stand until I fall on my knees. Is there room at the river for someone like me? I know I've tried your patience and I've stolen your gifts. You still reached your hand out, gave my heart a lift. Well, I know that you've been watching and you don't like what you see. Is there room at the river for someone like me? Is there room at the river for someone like me? Will I find you waiting to wash my life clean? Will you tell John the Baptist, oh, to set my soul free? Is there room at the river for someone like me? Oh, is there room at the river for someone like me?
Fabulous. From places unknown, but fabulous indeed. Mark Templeton and Pocket Change. And a great bluegrass song there called Room at the River. And before that, from right here in Clinton, Iowa, the Stockwells on the dotted line. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Gary J in the afternoon. Great music in the afternoon, along with news and information, stuff like that. Fun stuff to get you through the afternoon. This is a great show. This is our floating show. It's on anytime. We just kind of move it around the week a little bit. But it's where you hear all the great songs from up and coming, and I preview brand new songs that are coming to up and coming, and a whole lot more, all your favorites. This is where we break it out and play all genres of music, from bluegrass, jazz, country, you name it, we play it. That's right. It's got all kinds of good stuff. We play a variety of stuff. So I got a lot coming up. I got some new music coming up too, and I know you're going to enjoy from my home state of Western Pennsylvania. I got two artists that I'm going to play for you, and I have a couple of them and some brand new songs as well. And you never know when you're going to hear your song. Get your song out there. This is the station that plays brand new songs from brand new artists. Emerging Radio, GJRB. Coming up next, more stuff. Got a lot of really brand new music for you, including music from Stock Rock, Remnant, and Upper Room, among others. Coming up right next on GJRB. Stay tuned. Gary J in the afternoon. Spring.